Welcome back to the channel, where we bring the wisdom of forgotten scholars back into the modern world. Today, we're diving into the life and legacy of Karima al-Marwaziyya, one of the most respected Hadith transmitters of the 11th century, whose intellect and integrity earned her the title, the Crown of Women Hadith Scholars. Karima wasn't just a narrator. She was a guardian of knowledge, a woman whose precision and ethics inspired generations of scholars, men and women alike. And in this video, we'll explore 10 powerful sayings attributed to her teaching style, scholarly principles, and ethical wisdom, along with how each one speaks directly to the world we live in today. So, sit back, relax, and let's revive the insights of a woman who quietly shaped Islamic intellectual history.
Knowledge is a trust, and only the trustworthy should carry it.
Karima saw knowledge not as information, but as amana, a sacred trust. Scholars needed honesty before memory, ethics before intelligence. Modern lesson. In a world filled with fake news and random influencers, this is a warning. Don't share what you're not sure about. Don't teach what you don't understand. Knowledge has power, but only the trustworthy should wield it. And that leads to Karima's second principle.
Precision is the companion of truth.
Karima was famous for her accuracy in narrating hadith. She never altered or embellished. Modern lesson. Today, many people speak before verifying. They exaggerate. They distort. Karima reminds us that truth lives in the details. Precision builds credibility. If you want people to trust your words, be exact. But knowledge is useless without discipline.
A student without discipline is a lamp without oil.
Karima believed motivation without discipline leads to nothing. A lamp may exist, but without oil, it cannot shine. Modern lesson, you may have goals, but discipline is what turns intention into reality. Reading one page daily, practicing one skill consistently, waking early, these small disciplines fuel your light. And in an age of misinformation, her next teaching is essential.
Seek the chain before the statement.
In Hadith science, isnad, the chain of narrators, determines authenticity. Modern lesson. Before believing anything, ask, who said it? Is it reliable? What's the source? This applies to news, posts, quotes, even opinions. Truth requires verification. And true knowledge has a deeper effect.
Knowledge that does not humble you is not knowledge.
For Karima, arrogance was proof of shallow learning. Modern lesson. Real knowledge makes you more patient, calm, understanding, and kind. If learning makes someone proud or superior, then they learned information, not wisdom. And this leads perfectly to the next principle.
Good character completes what knowledge begins.
For Karima, knowledge was only the start. Character was the completion. Modern lesson. You can have skills, degrees, accomplishments, but without kindness, honesty, and empathy, your knowledge is incomplete. Character is the true diploma. And speaking of influence,
the teacher is a mirror. Students reflect what they see.
Karima believed that a teacher's behavior shapes their students more than their words. Modern lesson. Parents, teachers, managers, influencers, your behavior becomes someone else's blueprint. Lead by example. People imitate what you do not what you say. And what you write also matters.
Write what benefits you, not what impresses others.
Her notes were simple, clear, practical, never for show. Modern lesson. In a world obsessed with aesthetics and attention, write to grow, write to remember, write to benefit, not impress. Your words should serve purpose, not ego. And the most valuable thing a scholar has is
time is the scholar's wealth. Do not waste it.
Karima guarded her time like treasure. Modern lesson. Time is your real currency. Every wasted hour is lost potential. Scrolling, procrastination, distractions. They steal your wealth. Invest your time into what builds you. And finally, her most timeless principle.
Truth remains steady even when people waver.
Karima lived through political and intellectual turmoil. Yet, the truth never changed. Modern lesson. Trends shift. Opinions change. People contradict themselves. But truth stays firm. Hold on to your principles even when the world moves around you. As we come to the end of this journey, let's pause and reflect not only on Karima al-Marwaziyya's wisdom, but on the remarkable life behind it. Karima al-Marwaziyya was born in Merv, in what is today Turkmenistan, one of the great centers of Islamic learning. She lived during the 11th century, a time when scholarship was flourishing and travelers crossed deserts and mountains in search of a single, authentic Hadith. From this environment, Karima rose to prominence not because of lineage, wealth, or status, but because of excellence. She became known as one of the most reliable transmitters of Sahih al-Bukhari, the most authoritative collection of Hadith in Sunni Islam. And she didn't just teach it casually, she preserved it with unmatched precision. Her reputation grew so strong that scholars from Baghdad, Damascus, Nishapur, and beyond traveled to her modest study circles in Mecca. Many of them were already respected scholars themselves, yet they came to her because they trusted her memory, her accuracy, and above all, her integrity. Karima lived a quiet, disciplined life. She wasn't seeking fame. She wasn't building a school or trying to create a legacy. Her legacy built itself through her character, her commitment, and her devotion to the truth. And perhaps the most beautiful part of her story is this. At a time when the voices of women were rarely recorded, Karima's voice became a chain in the isnad, a link in the transmission of prophetic knowledge. Her presence is literally woven into the fabric of Islamic scholarship. Her students carried her narrations forward. Her narrations became part of the scholarly tradition, and her precision continues to shape Islamic learning to this day. So as you leave this video, remember her example, a life of humility, a life of discipline, a life where character mattered more than recognition, a life where truth was worth safeguarding, word by word, narration by narration. If Karima al-Marwaziyya could impact centuries with nothing but a manuscript, a mat to sit on, and an unwavering sense of responsibility, imagine what you can do today with the tools and opportunities available to you. Thank you for watching and helping revive the names of scholars who deserve to be remembered. If this inspired you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share so more people can learn about these forgotten giants of our intellectual heritage. Until next time, stay humble, stay disciplined, and may your pursuit of knowledge always bring you closer to truth and light.